It's another volatile day for equity owners. It's Tuesday, January the 27th, and this is Markets with Megan. If you like this podcast, please subscribe, hit the alarm bell, share it with your friends, family, or colleagues. Anyone who wants to know about some of the data that's hitting the tape today that might have an impact on the market. And what we're seeing specifically is today is more about the economic data that's been released than it has been over recent days about the headlines with geopolitical tensions. Today, it's all about consumer confidence. And the Conference Board released the data for the month of January. And what it showed that is consumer confidence fell to the lowest level since 2014. So a big drop in consumer confidence. Now, this is concerning because consumer confidence tends to have a correlation with consumer spending. Now, we've been on this podcast multiple different occasions showing how this has not necessarily come to fruition, but it is worth noting some of the components of this. When you look at there's two main components. It's the expectations for the future of the economy and then current conditions for the economy. Both of these indexes fell within the reading we got today, but the expectation component fell to the lowest level we've seen since April of 2025. And that's important because that was the month that we had a lot of pullback because of Liberation Day. The other thing the Fed will be looking at is the expectations about the job market. There's a ratio of jobs plentiful versus jobs hard to get, and that fell to the lowest level we've seen since February of 2021. So that means that people are not optimistic about the amount of jobs that are out there. This is concerning for the labor market. It tends to be a leading indicator for the labor market, but we will look to see if this continues on in the data that we'll get in the coming months. The equity markets are down big with this. It's one of many things that have contributed to some risk-off mentality just starting this year, whether it's been the geopolitical tensions, the big decline in the dollar, the mixed economic data, the fact that the Fed will meet tomorrow and most likely will not make any changes on interest rates. But this does have some concern about what this means for the first quarter when it comes to personal spending. That's all we have today. We'll be back tomorrow. As we mentioned, the Fed will meet tomorrow and we'll come back with their comments and their direction on interest rates. Thank you so much. If you want a history of our podcast, go to marketswithmegan.fm.